Welcome everybody to the King of Kings Shotgun Sit Down Week 9 preview live from New York City. Yeah. Alright, welcome everybody to Week 9 preview, King of Kings Shotgun Sit Down. I'm your host, Big Kev, with none other than DJ Mikey P, which my wife loves that name. What's going on, Mikey?
That's such a quick. I'm sorry.
What's going on, fellas? You gonna speak?
I'm not speaking to you. We are not. No.
Here we go with the first edit.
We are.
Ladies
not,
and gentlemen, can you excuse me for a minute? I told you.
No.
You're lucky you don't get your ass kicked right now because you're playing me. And if you even try to give me 3 and 6, I'll kill you. The camera's still rolling. Anyways, I'm playing him this week, so this is gonna be kind of unusual because usually I don't speak to my opponents before, and if I lose, at least a week afterwards. I don't joke around with fantasy, but we're gonna try to get through it.
There's nothing to talk about. I'm gonna send you 3 and 6, and we're gonna be a happy day.
Really? 3 and 6? Really? The guy who has 1 win and 4 years against me. Really? 3 and 6? Really? Me? He has 1 win, ladies and gentlemen, and I think it was 2008. He upset me by 1 point, home field advantage. And by who were you rubbing it in? Who was his name again? You rubbed it in just today.
Braylon Edwards, the one time he actually catches the ball.
Braylon, really? Braylon Edwards, really? He's not even owned in the league. Are you kidding me? So, he's got 1 lucky win against me. Besides that, I've demolished him every year. May I remind you, week 2. Almost 60-point comeback against him. Demolished him. He didn't talk to me for like a week. But anyways, while we're here, I want to wish you good luck, but you're screwed because you're going to 4 and 5.
I can't listen to you. Nuno me came into a financial agreement today. Nuno offered me some big cash money to beat you, any means necessary. I'm gonna make more off beating you than I would have won in the league.
Really?
So I'm gonna drop like.
So you're gonna be
I'm
really?
gonna drop like 3 guys, pick up some guys worth big points, just to beat you. Just like getting cash off Nuno. It's not personal. It's not personal.
Really?
It really.
Kidding me? Let me tell you something. First of all, let's talk about this what happened week 8. Okay? Before we even get started, let's go on to the All-Stars at the Triple Crown World Champions. That's right. Gary, 76 points. Lead on me. Mike. Matt Schaub. Mike knows better than anybody because I did it to him and his DX. Matt Schaub. Forster. Johnson. Hell, I didn't even need Owen Daniels. 76 points. I come back to beat Gary. I hope it hurt. I hope it stings. Because I told you last week that I owed you. You beat me week 1, and I told you I was coming for you. And on another note, I like to correct Mike for once. Last week he told me, and if you want, I'll play back the video. If you want me to embarrass you, but he said that the Colts, that Foster put up his 43 points, that he wasn't going to do nothing against the Indianapolis, and he said they're studying that tape. You think they're going to let him put 43? And I said, Mike goes, oh, they're studying that tape for 200 hours, and I said, and it's still not going to help him because he's still going to rush. I said 120 yards, at least 2 TDs. So, you know what I mean?
Wait, but in the context of what we were talking about.
But Gary went down.
What were we talking about? We were talking about the Indianapolis Colts winning, which they did.
That's okay. Did I pick Houston?
Yes, you did.
I'll have to review that tape.
You picked Houston to blow them up.
Well, that was with me and Gary. Now, what did you think about your matchup?
It was great. It was a work of art. It really was. I was very happy beating Kenny. Thank God Reggie Wayne did not put up the numbers he was supposed to.
Yeah, you gotta wait. But also he had
Thank you.
Davis.
Thank you for Vernon Davis getting hurt.
Ryan Davis got hurt.
Although Randy Moss being quadruple covered and only getting 1 point.
Yeah, but that's not fair
That
because
was,
you had Randy Moss on 3 different teams this year. Let me tell you something. It will never be done again in the history of fantasy football. And Mike was bragging. Hey, guess what? You know that I'm going to be like the only person in fantasy that ever had a guy that never had a bye. But look, he thought he was all done, waiting for the season, getting into the playoffs, and Randy Moss is on his couch with his 3rd team in one season. What do you think about this? We can't skip over the Randy Moss thing. This is incredible. How does a guy with that much credentials, how does that dude get released from 2 teams in one team? I've never heard anything like that.
One.
Don't say he's not producing.
One.
He isn't producing, but
one, he's an asshole.
He didn't like the food.
He's an asshole. And 2, his coach is a retard.
Yeah, Childress, gone. Get rid of him, bro. Did you see the vote? They put up a vote on Minnesota's newspaper if they should fire Brad Childress. 90% of Minnesota voted for him to be fired. He lost the locker room. He lost the locker room weeks ago.
He never had the locker room.
Well, yeah, I say that, but he's done. He's done. They'll probably make the playoffs, but either way, they don't win a Super Bowl, they're going to go. You know it. They're going to say, well, they probably would have if Randy Moss was there. So that's what they have to use now. He's done. He will not be there next year.
Put Tavares Jackson in.
Tavares Jackson.
Bench Prescott.
Really?
Bench his old interception throwing ass.
Tavares Jackson.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
The guy who came in at the end of the game and couldn't complete a pass. Really? You would put him on your fantasy team?
Hey, if Michael Vick can get away with just running around and making defenses look stupid, why not let Tavares Jackson have a turn at it?
Let me tell you something. You came into 2nd place. Okay, well, we're going to get into that form in a minute. But let's review the other matchup where I got to give it up. We have to give it up for my little man, my little sidekick, my little honey bunches of oats, Nuno. Cell Phone Queens and Lucky Charms, the only 2 teams in the league to give Steve back-to-back losses. I gotta give it up, yay, for Nuno. Hey, you did it. Look at that. That's incredible. You gotta give it up to him, though. Hasn't won there's only a division game. Back-to-back losses. Steve, that's incredible. One more time, Nuno. I'd like to give you a big hooray. Little midget man, and Steve's angry. I talked to him this week. He said, I lost to that little munchkin. He's like, that's why I don't like small people. But Nuno, congrats, bro. Now go on to the Kenny matchup. The Bucks.
The Bucks? Well, I beat his ass.
The Bucks was very angry.
Listen to me. Kind of like tonight, I gave the bus a flat tire. The wheels on that bus did not go round and round anymore.
Listen, you son of a bitch. Don't cut cracking jokes. Don't cut jokes right here live on TV. Listen, we've had a long day, okay?
Night.
A long night. Because right now, it's around 11 o'clock at night, okay? I got a flat tire, plus we're trying to drag 600 pounds on 3 tires from Pachico's Market to Mike's. God bless Sheridan. I'm going to say it right here live on the thing. God bless you, baby. You saved me with the AAA thing. I would never pay for AAA, but I would never say no to a friend who has it. Let's go on to the next subject. The bus, I haven't spoken to him all week. He came by, told me the score. What's the score? I told him, and he dropped a couple of words that are not in the dictionary, and a couple of, that's why he's Pinheiro, guy. That, like I always say. You know,
Anyway.
God takes care of schmucks. You know what I mean? But what do you think of that win? You're going to take it? You're going to be like Gary? You're going to take it any way you can get it?
Yep.
Wow.
I will take with me. I look forward to beating the Carrero brothers back.
Really?
Back.
Really? You think you're going to beat me again?
Yes.
We're going to go back to that later. Anyways, you're in trouble, Craig.
Yep.
Who lost Cell Phone Queens, wasn't it? Cell Phone Queens actually,
Lucky Charms.
was it Lucky Charms?
Yeah.
They, yeah, it was Lucky Charms. He got,
That was
he
kind of
got
brutal.
hurt.
That was kind of brutal.
Yes. Craig, I hope that, I hope your butt's not sore. I'd use another kind of language when my kids view this, but,
Well, I think the worst beatdown was Steve.
really?
Steve's right.
Well, who did he lose by? It wasn't by too much.
Steve didn't crack double digits on anybody else.
99 points. 99 points. But, yeah, so the league right now, we kicked off the second part of the season, and you know what? It's getting fun now. I think it's actually getting fun because the standings, it's awesome. I'll go over to NFC. We got Craig, you're in trouble. Still in first place, holding on, 5-3. I think he's on a 3-game losing streak. So he's just holding on at the end of that rope. But he's still in first. You gotta give it to him. He's still in first. My penmanship hasn't always been right. Hasn't been accurate. I don't know if it's an error on the computer, but my paper says that Degeneration X. There we go. Degeneration X. That's right. Really is in second place. Second place in his division. There's only one thing I can say to that is, congratulations to my boy Mikey. Hooray! Last place, and now he's on top of the world again.
From worst to first, baby. That's what the goal.
What do you think? What do you think of that? I'm proud of you. That's a big accomplishment.
That's what happens when you say your prayers. You eat your vitamins. Just like what we used to say when I was a kid. I've been doing that.
Or inject your vitamins.
It's true too. A little needle in the ass never hurt nobody.
No, never did. Never did. But the Generation X and second place. With Shawn Michaels retired and Triple H on his way out too. How are you doing? All you by yourself.
I think.
And third place. I kind of felt bad for little Gary. No, wait a minute. He gave me one of my losses. In third place is Bobo, the one, the only, Brazil, my boy G. All Stars at 3-5. He finally lost second place. Mike's ahead of him. Gary, like I said, you go back to week 8 edition, even week 7, that Dallas Clark, I think we are seeing what losing Dallas Clark does to a team, and it's what's happening to him. I hope he rebounds.
Well, not only that, it's also not picking up anybody with weaker.
But also, you can't replace Dallas Clark.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. There's nobody out there that you can pick up, especially for tight ends.
I can sympathize. Antonio Gates, number 1 ranked tight end. I might be losing this week.
And in last place is the Cell Phone Queens at 3-5, which has been on a little winning streak itself. Both teams are doing pretty good. But let's crack a lacking over there on the AFC side, boy.
Well, in the AFC, got Steve at 6-2.
Really?
And I'm so enjoying this little two loss streak he has going.
My poor boy, Steve.
No. What?
You got to give it up.
Listen to me. I hope Roddy White breaks a leg.
You never.
You
never
the
wish
rest of the
injury.
season.
You're not supposed to wish injury on nobody.
It don't matter. Then we got Kenny in second place at 4-4. Third place is Nuno. That's right, the little kickstand.
My little kickstand.
The little Oompa Loompa.
Yep.
All right, he is in third place at 4-4.
I'll never forgive my wife for opening up that box. That box of Lucky Charms. I still remember when he jumped out.
Introducing you to the world.
I still remember to this day Nuno jumping out of the little box. And now he's the little man that I know today.